All right. All right. All right. I think we're good. Hold up. Let me set all of this stuff up and we will get into the mechanical position. All right. Hold on. Hold on one second. I'm going to go here. Here. Is this? Hold on one second. Okay, go to YouTube. Got to get all these devices set up. What up? What up? Spring Sprint. Yeah. Kill me. Wait till you see what I'm working with. Hold on. Hold on one second. All right, so that's there. We'll take you off there. All right. Hold on. Hold on. Bear with me. I don't want to edit that. Right, so what the heck's going on? Visibility. No, we are live. So what's the issue? Why is this not pointing up? Oh, whatever. I give up. Let's see. Mr. Mondo Mowers, long time no see, bro. Hope all is well. Florida weather is treating you well. You know, you guys had some hectic weather. You made me lawn. Absolutely. I mean, you're getting it from both ends. You know, you do what we do, plus the lawn care business. Let me get you guys set up in a stand. I mean, listen, I literally, we redid the garage, and today was like a really, really nice day out, plus the stage of where I was at with this tractor. I just ended up going to my grassroots and going right outside. And believe it or not, this tractor, I started to do a video series on it. And then between work and everything else like that, yesterday I couldn't film. It was way too windy. And cameras are expensive. And we found that out the hard way, if you guys remember that picture. So I tried setting you guys up inside the garage, and I was working outside, and I gave up after a while because it wasn't the type of video I wanted to put out. So I don't know what I'm going to do to try and salvage it, but it's coming. So yeah, yeah, you guys got the cameras, right? Yeah, so you could see literally that this place looks like a bomb went off it, and that's entirely true. A little bit embarrassed, but let's do a little bit of cleaning. Let's clean house. Let's get organized, and then we'll bring in our victim. The kicker is all of these tools that I have out, I'm gonna have to use again 2 times over because I have 2 more tractors that are identical to the one I just finished, kind of. So it's whatever. So let me make some room. I think you guys got all the cameras on. So here, maybe we'll put this one up first. Yeah, we'll put this one there. And then is this the one we're focusing on? I think so. Or maybe not. No. That's the toolbox camera. Hold up. Okay, yeah, that's the big one. All right, so let's focus that. Let me make some space, create some space, and we'll be right in. Leaf blower. This is a bucket. It's the there. Close this. These you always need. That goes there. It stay, Mr. Copy that. Let me see. Okay, we got to do some cleaning. Mr. Wand here. Vamos. That's how much crap you can take this. You know what? We'll kick this pressure washer to the curb too. You can get out. I still have my single stage snowblower in here. Hopefully I get to service it and winterize it before the carburetor gets clogged up. Because, you know, you always come last. Everybody else comes first. You go there. You stay there. Let's close this for a little bit. You gotta do some cleaning. And a Celsius break. Now, just out of curiosity, do you guys hear a little bit of a whine? Got a mini fridge in here. A nice Red Bull one. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be this loud. I can hear a little bit of a whine, so I'm not sure if it needs a fan or not. I know it needs some lights. That's definitely going to be a video. The fan part is going to be an issue maybe. So if you guys hear it, please say it, because that means I got to look into it and order a fan. Be honest. Don't create more work for me. I got enough work as is. Celsius break. All right, so let's. Nope, no other noise. Thanks for me, beer tea. Enjoy. All right, so let's do. Can we do toolbox cam? Oh no, wait, wrong one. Toolbox cam. There we go. Let's do some cleaning. Or is this? Do we see the Toro? Yeah, that's fine. All right, let's do some cleaning. And yeah. Milwaukee draw. Let's start with that. Let's see. There's something I don't like about this cutoff wheel. Usually for Milwaukee's, there's like a little bar that'll show you how much life is left. And on the cutoff tool, it doesn't do that. And the cutoff tool will chew through your battery fast. So make sure we always keep those charged. Let's see here. Milwaukee light to the side. 3 out of 4. That's good enough for me. Put that there. Yeah, so let's do some cleaning. Let's do a massive reset because in my mind, I won't be an efficient worker. Just been hectic. There's time for leaning. There's time for cleaning. And we don't got time for any leaning, but I need to be cleaning. If that makes sense. That goes there. This is 1/2 inch, so 5/16, 3 8/7/16, 1/2 inch. See, look at the look. I have extra ratchets. See, look. Oh wait, 2 3/8. Why do I have 2 3/8? There you go. 3 out of 4. You're good. You can stay. 3/8. You don't. This doesn't belong. I don't know how that ended up here. All right. Big fat battery. This is pretty good. 3 out of 4. Love these things. This is an aftermarket. M12 battery. Okay. Actually, Mr. Flores, don't leave. As soon as I'm done, I'm going to open up your package. Better late than never. But I promise you, I promise you. It'll be done. We're going to do this live. A little bit of fan mail. Hopefully you didn't send anything naughty that's going to get me in trouble. You going to get me in trouble? Don't get me in trouble. This is going to be live. Speak now or forever hold your peace. All right. Sockets. Sockets now. 7 now. Bam, 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 bam. Just put that anywhere. 7/8. That is the sockets. More sockets. Some of these are extras. This is 3/8, 7/16, 5/16. This is the extra 3/8. We have it here. Don't ask why I have so many tools or sockets. There's no such thing as enough. Alrighty. Now I could have swore there should be one more. More tweezers. Go here. Actually, we'll save that for the other camera. No, freak it. That goes there. You guys can see both cameras, right? We're going to rotate. We're just bobbing and weaving. The quicker I can clean up, the quicker we can start on our next machine. And I could care less about content. I will take you outside to see what we just finished, even though it's going to be in a future upcoming video. At some point, if I find the time to edit. You guys really liked that last video that I put together. That took me 4 hours to edit. That's not fun for anybody, including me. So I definitely need to be in a different mind frame for that. And because you guys liked it, I gotta do what you guys like. So this is what it is, right? So I don't want to try and put anything out half-ass. And it's also taking me out of my comfort zone where I really, really, really need to be cognizant of what you guys see. And I also know that I can't film everything, every little detail sometimes. So, again, a little personal preference. And we'll do that. Okay, 13, 9, 16. That goes there. Drill. Drill, baby, drill. Excuse me. That goes there. That goes there. Vice strips. And all right, these are a lot of tools to work on swollen. See? 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 That goes there. Suffolk County speed wrench. They go here. Punches. Go here. Oh yeah, we had all the tools out for the freaking tractor, man. This thing was a wreck. This thing was an absolute wreck. And spoiler alert, I will never, ever, 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 ever do this again. I bought this tractor sight unseen. As in, the guy posted an ad on it. I responded to it. I prepaid him, and he delivered it. Joke's on me, and I got myself way ahead. way ahead. That mentality really screwed me. I was being a little bit, I'm not going to use the word greedy or selfish, but the guy wasn't willing to hold it. And listen, I'm not the only person that buys and sells tractors around here. And there are a lot of sharks, including me. I'm a newcomer. And every year that comes, more sharks enter the fish tank. And the existing sharks realize that, and they get even more aggressive or not nice. So I need to do things that I'm not comfortable with to try and stay ahead, competitive, or just fill voids. You know, we've been doing this long enough where if people need something, they expect us to have something here first. So we try and keep a variety of stuff on top of trying to do all these newfound repairs that I don't want to do in the first place. But I can't say no. The missus can't say no. So here we are. All right, let me see. What was that? We're almost done. Kind of. We'll do a crappy cleaning. We're just going to get organized. That's all we're going to do is get organized. And then we'll start the fixing and the tour. Yep, this is junk. This is the last piece of the puzzle for the socket set. This is not a flex. This is my favorite go-to sockets. Should tell you everything I need to know about how much I use certain things in my sizes. I really feel when it comes to small engines, the 3/8 impacts, because I believe in using an impact on an impact. You know, Chrome will send you home. Yeah. Oh, and here's a little project I'm working on. Right, we're almost ready for our second air tank. You're going to see in this video a little bit of action, a little bit of sanding action. This is my first time using a DA. I actually YouTube how to use a DA, so I didn't screw it up. What I was working on, and the tool itself, that's an extra belt that can stay. Chainsaw chain that could stay. This is a blade. Yeah, this is good. You can stay here. You went there. Place bench. Let's clean up the top of the toolbox. Celsius brake. This is supposed to be nice and clean, and that is not the case. I've been doing a terrible job doing that. And the crazy part is when we redid the garage, we did a massive overhaul. We threw out a lot of stuff, and I thought we were done cleaning and throwing stuff out. That was not the case. I had another garbage pail full of crap, literally full of crap. You can go there in the name of cleaning. You can go there too in the name of cleaning. Tape, can't put that there. Yeah, you belong there. My arms don't reach. You stay here. You stay here. You stay here. We should be done with this for now because we're done with our last electrical project. So the next one, this needs to go into long-term storage. That's for the truck. Drill. Oh, that's great. So this is what we talked about, the spring sprint and being overwhelmed. The misses, whatever, we'll talk. All right, so this can go back. Had to buy myself one of these. Thanks for Lawn Tractors. This actually, it cost me potentially buying something and turning a profit because I didn't have one of these. So I says, I got to get one of them finally. Yeah, since we're getting into lawn tractors, think I have enough tools? Nope. I got to re-up and get more. All right, let's go take a look. No, wait, no. That camera stays. So we got to go to the other camera. Yeah, this one. Okay, so yeah, let's go take a look. All right. All right, hold on. Let me see. Camera. Nope. How do I do the camera for this? All right, you know what? You're just gonna have to trust me on this. And if the things are all messed up, then don't be mad. I can't see what you guys see. All right, let's clean up some space. You go here. Cub Cadet, we're gonna move you again. You don't belong here. This is probably going on a month of this being here. The guy still hasn't picked it up. Mr. Wandier, you are done. You just need to be stripped down and painted. Your garbage. Just take a note of that. You are more garbage. Okay. This will be on the channel because this is I've never worked on one. I've worked on these, but I've never had this issue. The steering rod popped off. Okay. But he said originally it was skipping gears and this pinion was replaced. And it was still skipping gears till this popped off and he had it replaced. And even after it was replaced, it was still skipping gears and the new one popped off. So, yeah, take my word for it. This thing starts and mows and moves on its own. Just no worky. Yeah, and here's the deck for it, which is literally identical to the deck we just worked on. And we did a tremendous, I mean a tremendous amount of work. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I posted the kind of sort of after shot of it being done, but you did not see the before process. All right, so we need some brake stuff. Is this? Okay, cool. All right, let's get, here we go. This is the content killer. Here's our finished project. Let's get this out of the way. But stats on this, only because you're here. 20 horsepower, single overhead cam, MTD special. This thing needed a lot of, don't they all need a lot of work, right? I'm supposed to take it easy. Low gear, reverse. Yeah, I don't know why the transmission makes that noise. I can't find anything. I don't know if you guys heard that, but this thing makes a noise when the transmission is engaged. I inspected those two pulleys underneath and they're fine. I took the belt off and I gave them a spin. They were fine. Hail Mary, I might just replace them. But this thing needed significant deck work, a new battery. It's a disaster. All right, let's go to the Honda. Let's go to the Honda. This is where we'll get our next victim in. This came from a customer. I don't have those. A neighbor. I looked at this last year. He did not like my price. He tried fixing it himself. He was unsuccessful because he didn't listen to me. So here we are now. Here we are now. So I don't know why you bring things to me, ask you to fix it, say no, say you're going to fix it on your own, and it's not fixed. So let's get this out. And the cool thing about this is it came with, never used one of these before, so that's pretty cool. It comes with all this extra stuff. So yeah, we'll do that later. Let's get this going first. Come on, child. Let's go. And I actually have the part to fix this. So I will run inside and grab parts to fix it, and I will grab Juan's box because I promised him he would open up his gift live. Give me a minute. Play nice. All right. Here. Let's switch. Let's go to the main camera. Hold on. Let's get you guys here. And we'll go from there. Let's see. Ammo. All right. All right, we'll do this. We'll do a little bit of fan mail. All right. So let's do that. And then we'll get a better look at our victim here. All right. This comes from Mr. Juan Flores, a long-time friend and subscriber for the channel. Mrs. and I appreciate everything you guys send. We may not film it or say whatever, but you guys do get a thank you from us one way or another. We try not to promote gifts because I don't want your money. I don't want your, I just want your time. And I know some people can do more than others, and just you being here is more than enough. Okay. Wow. Okay, so July 8th of 2024. But I don't know if you need these parts, a fuel tank and a carburetor, but in case you do, they are there. I also enclosed 2 t-shirts for you guys. So that's the Mrs. and I. I wonder, hopefully I still fit in them. So Juan has a Toro Time Master like me, and we were chatting back and forth about Time Masters and cut qualities. And just as a good sign of faith, because I'm a nice guy, I actually sent him a set of Ballard blades. I I hooked up with Corey, got a good price on them, and we sent them. So this is here, veterans celebrating Juneteenth. Very nice. So Juan Flores is a veteran himself. We thank you for his service. These are really, really cool. As you guys know, I am a sucker for anything with the American flag. So that goes here. T-shirts, yes. Same size. Absolutely. 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 So Vet Center, established 1979, connection, camaraderie, and community. Absolutely. That's what I kind of like to think Pate's performance is all about. All right, so let's put those there real quick. Garbage. Okay, fuel tank. Okay. So this will come in handy. This is a fuel tank off your 550 series engines, smaller or bigger. If they have the plastic carburetor on there, this fuel tank will work. Perfection. Thank you very much. And a carburetor. Yep, so here we go. What did I say? Plastic. That fuel tank goes with a plastic carburetor. These are really, really good. Full transparency. These carburetors don't bother me. I know some of you guys don't like them. I used to just replace these. Then I found out that you can just replace the jet, and I can't remember the last time I replaced one of these. And I think I did a video on it, or maybe I mentioned it. I'm not sure. But cool. We'll put these in the box. Put this here. Actually, we'll save that. And then this will go right into the garbage. But that's not the garbage, but we'll do that there. Okay, so yeah, let's look at our victim. Take my word for it. We're in an enclosed space. We have a Dewalt 3100 PSI, 2.8 gallons per minute max. DP3100 is the model number. Pressure washer. Has the beautiful, iconic GX200 engine, which runs beautiful. The issue is, does not put out pressure. Now, I looked at this guy, and I told him right away, you need a new pump. Now, usually, when you lose pressure, depending on the situation, the first thing you want to tackle is your... Why can't I think of that valve? Unloader valve. Okay? The reason why this machine doesn't need an unloader valve is this machine lost pressure while he was using it. Excuse me. Celsius break. So I told him it needs a new pump. Actually, we do. Since we're going the distance, we'll go there. All right, yeah. So it actually needs a new pump. So I gave him two prices. We have this beautiful cat pump, or we can go with a pump from Jeff Bezos. He elected to do none of the above. He said he'd like to thank me for my time, and he took it back. Today, he reaches out to us and says that he doesn't want to know more. He tried fixing it. Would we like to buy it? How he tried fixing this thing. This is a kicker. This is a kicker. He tried replacing the screen for the hose feed into the pump. That was number one. He tried replacing the gun, the physical wand, and that didn't help. Then he put a brand new carburetor on there, which It doesn't make any sense to me because if the machine runs and doesn't produce power, why would you put a carburetor on there? So he completely went against what I said. And here we are now. So now, to be transparent, when it comes to pressure washers and pumps, I go as far as the unloader valve or the thermal valve, or if there's a noticeable leak or a crack, I will do something from there. But if the problem is internal, which this is, I do not open up pumps. There are seals and whatnot in there, and there is nothing wrong with rebuilding them, but as a liability, I just don't do it. And a really, really big thing with that is at my job, we have a really, really big steam jet. And our pump was leaking. So I told my job, hey, listen, just get a new pump. Now, my job is union, so I'm not allowed to touch that stuff. It's interesting. I could do things when they say things. It's whatever. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I couldn't work on it. And I said, get a pump. I found a pump. It was like $400. So they ended up calling a company and spent about $800. And they rebuilt the pump. In less than a week, that pump was leaking. Called the company up, came back, picked up the pump, rebuilt it again for a second time. Leaking again. Shortly after, called them up. Now they started ignoring my job. So they got hosed. And to make things even worse, my company's repair was to replace the entire machine. And I swear to God, I wish I had the setup that I did now, because I could have had a true steam Jenny in here. There's nothing wrong with it besides the pump. That's just the way things work. So anyway, there's that. So that is why I do not open up pumps. I just don't. I just do not. If you guys want to buy this pump and rebuild it yourself, hit me up on Instagram or in the good old Gmail before the missus puts this on our eBay store. Speaking of eBay store, as the season is warming up, you guys rocking it so far. Obviously, we sell a lot of lawnmower stuff. So in the winter, we tend to slow down. Even with some of you guys who are international or don't get snow, we really, really do appreciate you. Yes, pack pumps can be fixed. Yes, I agree. I just don't do that. So take my word for it. This thing starts and runs. We're not in a well-vented atmosphere, so we're not going to try and start. So when it comes to a pump, can we get... No, let's go lower. Oh, wait a minute. No, we got to switch screens. No, you go there. Yeah, let's get lower. Let's get lower. Now, I know they can be fixed. I just don't do them. I just don't. I'm already married. There's nothing wrong with my wife, but being married 2 times is more than what I beckon for. So let's see. All right, so we got to go. I thought we did this camera thing. Nope. This one. There we go. Are you guys happy with this angle? Trump reference to a baby drill. What's up, Mick? How are you? Hope all is well. Yep, cat pumps can be finished. Yeah, like I said, I just don't, I can't. There's nothing wrong with that. So cat pumps are screwed onto this adapter plate, and the adapter plate is bolted on to the motor. So let's get rid of that first. Yeah. So we'll keep this nice and simple. It should be metric. Let's go to the metric drawer. Are these 13s or 15s? Yeah. It's not 15. Idiot. making me look at it. It's actually a 14 millimeter. I think that should be 9/16, but we are talking about Honda because we are Honda. Honda is Japanese, so everything should be in metric. So here we go. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. There. And what about the one on the bottom? That'll always get you. And I really hope nobody stops by. I'm done being social for today, too. Ever since I got home from work, this place has been a revolving door. And it's a little frustrating at times when you're trying to accomplish things. But hopefully, the last person that needs me is done for the day. It's a little late. And one guy stopped by every year. For the past 3 years, he has an issue with his John Deere tractor. And he thinks I'm going to give him free advice. And I don't. So he starts off the conversation every time. Same line. That's how I know exactly who he is. And why does he think New Year things change is beyond me. I don't give out free advice because it only screws me in the end. If you guys remember a couple of years ago, a guy came and asked me about his lawnmower, a price on getting it fixed. They gave him a couple of scenarios and a price. And he says, okay, I'll get back to you. About 10 days, 2 weeks later, guy comes back with his lawnmower for repair. And he says that he wants a discount because he tried the things that I said to do and it didn't fix it. So he wasted money because of me. So after that, no more free advice. You get nothing out of me, except I have to take a look at it. One bad apple ruined it for everybody. Guess what? I didn't give him a discount and I didn't fix his lawnmower. Okay, these bolts come out. Very nice. Okay, come on, Mr. Cat Pump. Actually, let's check to see if there's oil in here. This cap looks cracked. I mean, listen, if there's no oil in here, this pump is cooked. Oh, this is nice. Sometimes they don't come off this nice. Oh, yeah, this thing is cooked. Rubber seal is good in here. Okay, yeah, so there's oil. There's a little bit that leaked out here. Now, there is no drain plug on these. You have to go by the site class. This crap is so dirty, or I'm so colorblind that I can't see anything. Okay. These got to come off. Those should be 1/2 inch. For sure. A 13 millimeter. 13 millimeter. We're metric today. 13 millimeter. We'll crack this plate off. And away we go. No fancy tools. No fancy tools. We're going hand tools. Everything is actually coming off really, really nice. See? They never come off this easy. They never come off this easy. So, was it this week? I forgot what day it was. Was officially the first week of spring. And we literally went from Practically nothing to everything. Everything. Okay, so let's just pull this. Perfect. Let's thank Jeff Bezos for this pump. And where is my anti-seize? Yes. Even though I will probably never see this ever again, I would like to put anti-seize on here. I have worked on enough pressure washer pumps where there are some of them that I felt that I was going to wait for them, like when they pop off the shaft, that they were going to go right through my chest. So the next person who works on this will appreciate this. So that, whoa, I think, whoa, 3. We might need a shaft adapter for this. Whoa. Whoa. But let's just see. Hold on. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Short shaft. Pump will go here. This keyway. When Jeff Bezos sends you a pump, it comes with 2 different keyways. So there we go. Make sure the hole is lined up with the keyway. We will put that in. Come on, Daddy. Come on, give the hook to her. And it should slide right in. And if it doesn't slide right in, apply more lube. More hook to-ies. Come on, you're making me look bad. You're making me look bad. Come on. It's just a keyway. Hey. Nope. Why are you not going in? All right, let's use our universal hammer. Here we go. See? A little bit of hook to-ie. And see this? We could rotate this any which way we want. So let's do the hose out. And now we will, oh, look at this. And we could even reuse the hardware. If you don't want to reuse the hardware, let's say we don't want to. Jeff Bezos is nice enough to send us new hardware. But we don't need to. Jeff Bezos to the rescue. Let's see. Yeah, that looks like that's enough. Enough length. Okay, that goes there. And I'm just using the anti-seize on my hands on the threads. So we're good to go. Watch your ears because these tires are flat. Hey Google, turn on compressor. Hey Google, turn off compressor.
Turning off 2 switches.
Don't you love it when your girlfriend listens to you? Speaking of pressure washers, I don't know if you could hear that hum. My neighbor's pressure washing, right? And he comes up to me and says, my pressure washer puts out too much pressure. What should I do? Now he owns a pressure washing company. And I says, you got to adjust the unloader valve. I've never heard of someone complain that it puts out too much pressure. So he decided to start up the pressure washer with no water in it and try to adjust it. And I just turned around and walked away. Because that means he's going to need a pump. So guess what? Now he's cursing, screaming, and yelling that his pressure washer doesn't put out no pressure. And went from putting out too much pressure to no pressure. I just put my Peaky Blinders on. I got enough work. I have enough work. Maybe I'll send him a YouTube. Nah, I don't want to send him one anymore. Maybe I'll find a YouTube video and show him how to replace a pump. What I don't understand when it comes to business owners, okay, like why do they get away? Like why do they think having janky equipment is okay? I understand that things can't be perfect, right? But if you're relying on a certain piece of equipment to earn a living or a job, to complete a job, don't you want it at 100%? Why would you not? And that story would be, I worked on that same pressure washer last year, and the shut-off, the kill switch is broken. Don't hit my here. His kill switch is broken. Kills sparks so you can shut it on and off. His spins 360, but it works because you can hear it click on and off. So he drove about 40 minutes to do a job, and he couldn't get the machine to shut off and turn on. And he drove it back here. And I had to explain to him what happened, showed him how to bypass it. And I says, you want me to order you a switch? He said no. So why doesn't he want to do that is beyond me. All right, let's test this thing. These kits are good to go. So I'm going to go grab the gun and the hose. Because we need to adapt it. Can I just steal this? Let's see if I could steal this. Borrow. Excuse me. Borrow. Borrow. No. Is that female? Let's see. I'm thinking out loud. Sometimes you shouldn't think. Let's get the bigger Suffolk County speed wrench out. Hooray. Okay. Let's go here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Can you guys see this? Yes, you can. Okay, so this will come off. Let's see if this thread's on. No. No. Right, so we'll put that back on the pump. I'm going to go to my pressure washer drawer. You know, let me get the hose and we'll go to the pressure washer drawer. This will go here. Yep. One here. We'll go the distance. We'll do the distance camera. Here. As I unravel this hose, see which end goes where. If they're two different ends or not, I'll tangle it in the process. Do these look the same to you? Okay, we got one here. Yes. And yes. Okay. All right, we're going to go to the pressure washer drawer, which maybe you could see here. But let's see if I match up a quick connect fit that I keep in stock. We need is this it? Nope, too fat. It's okay. Anything, you could just switch it out. Let's see. Eureka. No. All right, hold on. Where are these pins? We need female. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, let's open up these brand new ones. So this is the kit that I use. I'll put a link in the description if you guys are interested. This is again from Jeff Bezos, and this is what I use to turn everything into quick connects. So we need to get an adapter. It's too big. Is it like this? Do I do it like this and then I convert it? It's been a while. Hold up. Adapter beams. Okay. So we gotta do a little conversion. This will go here. We'll put some loop on them. Okay, and then we have to convert this end to a male, to a female. Switching genders. Switching genders. Let's go this way. This we're actually going to get the dope out. Okay, so you go here. We're going to remove the male parts. No experimental drugs are needed. This is a proven surgery. Approved. FDA approved. Okay. Go there. Save you. Let's just make sure. No. No. Why am I having a really, really terrible brain? Go back to square one where we started. Am I missing something? Need more. Too big. Too big. Just the right size. Why am I struggling with this? Like, really struggling. Here's the other adapter. Lovely. Alright, back to the drawing board. Why am I struggling with this? I should not be struggling with this. You're a freaking professional. Professional. What do you need to do? No. But that doesn't do me anything. Right? Because I'm still doing that. We need the skinny. We need skinny one. Do we not have this adapter? I might not have this adapter. I'm going to have to get the correct one. Okay. Let me see something. Let me see something. It's been a while. I'm going to take this pump off. Let's see what the threads are on this pump. It's been a while. Here we go. Let's take this off. Let's see what kind of threads these are. Skinny. Because if we could bolt this right to there, then we won't need you. Last one. And then we're poop out of luck. Why do we not remember having this issue? Let me check one more thing. All right, let's see. Mrs. Patty's performance to the rescue. Okay. Let's see if this. Yep. All right, so we're going to reverse it. Male on the pump, and then female on the gun, on the hose. So then we need you. No, we're still at the same problem. Yeah. Almost had it. And what is here? No. 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 Can we put this here? We're almost there. You. Is the same thread? Yes, these are the same. Okay, you go there. The original. Hold up, we'll go there. And then only fittings. No. It's inside. This is painful. This is even painful for me. You. Reaching. still think this everything is. Let me separate this. I think there's a long tube that comes out. Yeah, see, so now it was that idea. My idea was to take this fitting and mesh it in. We still have the same issue, is from here to here. And why are we having so many problems? Yeah, I'm just going to have to get an adapter from here. That's going to step down. It doesn't matter. I just need to step down. I need an adapter. I just don't have it. I'm going to try one more time, because that means this video is almost a waste. I mean, you got to fix, right? So. Hold on. That'll go there. Hold up. Hold up, kids. If you waited this long. All right, there we go. That's the one you're taking. Now, where's the original fitting? Okay. Dummy. See? Persistence. Well, yeah. Little hard work beats talent. So there you go. Me being persistent and not giving up. All right. And then you go there. Let's give you a good Suffolk County speed wrench. This is liquid tape, liquid Teflon tape, basically. Okay, yep, and then this will go here. Because technically we don't want this to come off. This is gonna stay. Alrighty, and now the hose. We gotta put this back on. We're getting there. We're getting there. Just put a healthy amount. Make sure it's nice and tight. You go there. We'll get you out of the side here. Just make sure this is tight for good measure. Okay. snap there. Okay, these are just something else. Let's get a little reorganized. You go back in this box. Sink. I'm sure there's a lot of extras in here. Right now we're going to hook up water. Let's just check the oil on this thing real quick. It started in front of me. I should have checked the thing. It's got oil. Let me go get this fitting off my other pump. Oh, let me give you a little quick tip of the day. If you guys are going to sell pressure washers, do yourself a favor. Get some quick connect fittings because, you have to run the machine when you sell them. And instead of trying to block off the hose and whatnot, I did a ball valve with quick connect. So I could shut off the water, disconnect, and the guy is in and out instead of standing there waiting for things to bleed out and then take it out. There we go. Boom. We're flowing. All right. We'll set up a distance from a distance. And then I'm going to end it because guess what? I got to post this thing for sale. Let's see. What do you see? You see plenty. All right. Leave the pump. More water. Nice steady stream, which we have. And he has the kill mode tip on here. So go yellow. Perfect. Alrighty. Kill switch on. Throttle. Fuel. Choke. Let's wait a minute for the fuel to run through the carburetor. Close this. Let's see what we got. All right, there's no priming for a good time. Fire in the hole. Oh, perfect. Lead this. There's no growth. Oh, let's not try and get this tip yeeted in my face. It's locked in with pressure. Pressure, and then you can lock this so you can't grip it. So let's throw all these tips out in the garbage. Knock them out. There you go. Save the soap one. Soaps are good. Let's get a yellow one in here. Yellow to me is like universal. That's all I use here to clean equipment because it's just enough to get stuff off of it. You won't send the pressure washer into straight cleaner. So let's water, squeeze, bleed. Yep, good. And kill mode. All right, one last time. Hopefully that blown tip didn't back feed the pump. This. Alrighty. Whew. I'm gonna get this pressure washer oil change cleaned up, put this thing up for sale, get the money that went out coming back in. Happy Saturday. Thanks for hanging out. We hope the spring sprint is treating you guys well. Don't forget to smash the like button, smash that subscribe button. Guess what? I'll see you guys on the next episode of Patty's Homes. And don't forget to keep the missus busy. Check out our eBay store at a later date and time. I will put a link for it. If not, check one of our previous videos. All right, guys, have a fantastic weekend. Later.